Grampian Fire and Rescue Service serves the local authority areas of Aberdeen City, Aberdeenshire and Moray councils, covering an area of approximately 8,700 square kilometres, with a population of 520,000. The Grampian area is a popular location for tourists, and the overall population rises to over 800,000 at peak times. With Aberdeen being the energy capital of Europe, the service protects a number of significant risks, including a busy industrial harbour, major oil and gas terminals, and the most frequently used heliport in the country. The work of a firefighter employed in the retained duty system is essential in providing an efficient and effective emergency response, protecting people and property within your local community. The benefits to employers of having a retained firefighter on their staff are many and wide-ranging. Firefighters learn first person on scene medical training to a high standard. This will help keep other employees safe, but also contributes to legal obligations for first aid cover, cutting the cost of training for businesses. Retained firefighters must maintain and develop their skills continuously. Staff who are willing to learn and develop are vital for any organisation. Risk assessments and fire hazards are all part of the training for retained firefighters, so they can support health and safety officers to meet their obligations and improve the safety of all your staff. Firefighters need to be fit and well, so tend not to need time off sick. The PR opportunities can be tremendous. Promoting the organisation as caring about its community and supportive of its staff can be very beneficial, and the rest of the workforce can be encouraged by knowing that a colleague is doing something interesting and worthwhile with the support of their employer. All firefighters are routinely required to deal with incidents that involve serious injury and loss of life. This requires strength of character and ability to act professionally under stressful situations. The fire service is very orientated towards a team-based environment. We operate almost exclusively in crews and teams. Each retained firefighter is issued with a pocket alerter, which will alert the user in the event of an emergency. Depending on the type of cover given, the retained firefighter will respond to their local fire station, from home or work, day or night. Equipped with the same kit, vehicles and equipment as a whole-time crew, retained crews will be called upon to attend the same range of incidents as their whole-time counterparts. Firefighters learn to work well in a team, to think quickly, to take responsibility and use their initiative, to communicate fast and accurately, and to keep calm in a crisis. A trained firefighter learns many skills, a lot of which can be useful in any workplace.
I'm Aileen Munro, a retained firefighter at Ballater. I've been a retained firefighter for 16 years. My whole-time job is lodging estate manager at the Hilton Craig and Darragh Time Ownership in Ballater. We do a varied amount of training. Road traffic collisions, fire appliance driving. I had the opportunity to take my HGV licence with the fire service. Fire service have also given training with helicopters, moorland fires, how to disembark and embark from a helicopter. The experience was great. I enjoy the fire service, and when our pager alerts us to the station, it's the unknown of what we're going to attend, whether it be a road traffic collision, a chimney fire, or a dwelling house fire.
Hello, I'm Richard McIntosh, Managing Director of Hilton Grand Vacations. and sitting here today at one of our resorts, Hilton Craig and Darg, where Aileen Munro has worked for us for over 20 years. The role that Aileen plays here, she's the lodge and estate manager for the resort. It's a very important role at the resort, but really it doesn't prevent her from having to disappear, as we might call it, but actually doesn't really affect the resort, because we're staffed and managed to cope with people having to go away. And anything that Aileen wasn't able to do during the time that she was away, then she would do when she came back the next day or later that day. So it doesn't really affect the actual operation of the resort. Imagine Aileen's experience at incidents brings a calmness to events when they do occur, because an awful lot of first aiders actually, fortunately, don't have to practice their skills, whereas Aileen will have practiced them out when she's been with the fire brigade, and therefore a certain calmness and a lot of care of our guests when specific instances do happen. There was an event last year when sadly we had an accident on the resort. It was all handled in the end by the ambulance service, but Aileen was the first to respond and was able to look after the guests in an excellent fashion for us. I can think here that if somebody was a frontline receptionist, for instance, they may not always be able to respond. But from a company point of view, I think it's great to be able to support the local community. I mean, the retained service here in Ballast is an essential local service, whether it's saving lives or saving people's property in the event of a fire. We couldn't exist without it. So if it's not supported by employers, I don't know how would it be expected to operate. I just would encourage people to support it. It's a valuable service. We all need it.